Hello, welcome to My Spiritual Sanctuary. My name is Sandra and welcome to Feng Shui Friday. If this is your first time, I just want to say welcome. We're glad to have you. And if you've been here before, welcome back. We're glad to have you. So today we're going to talk about Feng Shui. And today I'm going to talk about the monthly influences coming up. Now today we're starting a new energy of the Yang Fire Dog. And so that energy is going to continue until November 6th, I believe. Yeah, October 9th till November 6th. So the energy shifts are changing, and as you know, every month they change, I alert everyone to the energy shifts that are occurring in your space and the necessary changes that you need to make. Okay, especially right now, these planetary influences that we have right now are the most challenging of the year. If you haven't felt it already, I'm sure everybody's feeling it with our current political agenda. You know, everything is very tense, and so are the planetary aspects. So we do have Neptune, Uranus, Mars all in retrograde, and then on the 13th of October, we're going to be going into Mercury retrograde. So that would be Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. So we are in Libra season. Libra is all about relationships and balance, okay, justice. And of course, we're seeing a lot about justice in our world now, and that coincides with the Libra season energy. And it's all about relationships and how we interact and interplay with each other. So that is going to be the theme for the next couple of weeks as we are still in Libra season. And then as we move into Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, what's going to happen is it's going to deepen our relationship. So we're going to feel like we want to get deeper with the people in our lives and see how we can build more intimacy with others. So that's going to start to bring up a lot of emotional aspects and emotional feelings, and you know, it'll be like a cleansing process for us to really look at our emotions. So emotional mastery is going to be very, very important for everybody coming up from the 14th through, well, October 13th through mid-November. Mercury retrograde will end on the 3rd of November. However, the shadow period does not end until, I think it's the 19th. Yes, November 19th. And also the planets that we have retrograde, which I mentioned, will be retrograde, and then everything will start to go direct around the 13th of November. So we have a little bit of time until things start to ease up for us. So just be aware that there are a lot of planetary aspects that are affecting things right now. So it is important to do your prayer and meditation practice right now. If you have a spiritual practice that you do every day, I would suggest that you continue with that. If you don't, then I would continue that you get one. And that would be as simple as waking up and doing 5 to 10 minutes of meditation and prayer, and then maybe a little bit of yoga, some walking, or some physical exercise, whether it's at the beginning of the day or the end of the day. And then make sure that you're connecting with other people that you can talk to, and if you need to talk or vent to someone, a friend, then you have people around you. It's something we're all going through, and therefore don't feel alone, because we're all in this together, and of course we're all one. So when one person feels a certain particular way, it affects everybody at a ripple effect. So try to keep your vibe high during this time. And we do that through eating properly. Make sure you're eating lots of greens, good vegetables, fruits, proteins that, and less fats and carbs and that kind of thing. Keep your energy levels up and do your spiritual practices, and you will just skate through this, okay? That's kind of what we want to do, and make sure that we have our emotions in check. So a lot of times it's good to keep a journal, and that way we can write out things in our journal that we want to release. And there's a lot of things that come out in our journals on a daily basis that we will recognize and we can make change. It's also good to do gratitude. Write down all, 5 or 10 things that you're grateful for every day, and therefore we start to bring more abundance into our lives that way. And then, of course, last but not least, don't forget your Feng Shui adjustments, okay? And that's what I'm going to go through next, real briefly. Of course, if you want a full consultation, you can contact me below through my email. That's myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com, and I'll get you set up in my calendar, and we'll do your Feng Shui and look at your space, and we can also do an astrology session for you and go deeper into your chart and see what's going on there to help. That's I now have gone into semi-retirement, so I'm going to be doing my spiritual work full-time. So I will be beginning to start to take on more life coaching clients. I do have a limit of what I can handle. So if you're interested in some life or spiritual coaching, I have a lot of state-of-the-art tools that I utilize to help you move forward in whatever way you need to move forward in your life. We are going to experience a lot of turbulence through the end of the year. After we get through these transits that I've been talking about, into things easing up mid-November, then December 14th, we have a total solar eclipse, which will definitely bring up a lot more things. I'll be talking more about that as we move into the end of the year. So just know that I'm here for you if you need help, if you need someone to talk to and some coaching. I am going to be doing life coaching full-time now, or at least part-time. And depending on how many clients I get, we'll see if I have time in my schedule. I would love to help you with that. So what's happening is that we are moving. The energy for the Feng Shui of our space or our businesses is changing as well, based on the flying stars. The flying stars are these planetary aspects that are changing in the universe and how they're hitting the space. So when every month that I do those interplanetary changes, there are certain areas in your home or business that need to be adjusted accordingly to bring in the best positive energy flow for you in that particular month, the next 30 days moving forward. We also have a new moon coming up next week on the 16th of November, and that is also in Libra. So next week we have a great week of balance, and I will be talking more about that, so make sure you check out my video for the new moon coming up next week. And we have 2 full moons this month. One was on October 1st. We have another one on October 31st. So this coming next week is like the middle of the bookends of the 2 full moons. And it's going to give us an opportunity for a lot of healing next week. So I will be here and available to do more videos next week as we're moving through that particular week forward. And then, of course, I always do a meditation on the new moon. So please make sure you check that out. So last month, the influences that we were undergoing, Feng Shui, flying stars wise, were a very profound effect when I made the adjustments in my home, and I started utilizing the space I'm in right here, right now. It was so profound that it's going to change the rest of my life and how I move forward. And so I just want you to know that these adjustments that you make based on the planetary aspects are powerful. So please, take them seriously. It's not just about moving a couch or putting a fountain in a certain spot. to affect change, but the energies change. And when your energy changes in your space, it's a mirror effect. So it affects you on every level: mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. And so on all those different levels, changes our consciousness to a higher level. So therefore, it helps us in the ascension process, which is what we're doing on a planetary, a full planetary level, as all of these changes with COVID are coming in. It's forcing all of us to ascend and to get really clear about our purpose, our soul purpose, do our soul work, and increase our vibration, because therefore our planet increases in vibration, and we are all healthier and happier that way. So these changes are very important. And so what we have, I'm going to go through the entire Bhagavad. Now, I did put this out in my last newsletter. Last Friday, I send out a newsletter every single Friday. So if you want to sign up for my newsletter, which is coming out every single Friday, and I always update you on the things for the coming week, then that information is below to sign up for my mailing list, and get on there, and then you'll receive it. So last week I did all of the different areas, and I just thought I would do a video about those this week. So a lot of times people just want to hear it through a video instead of reading it. But if you sign up for my newsletter, you'll get that as well. So I'm going to start in the Southeast, because the Southeast has the most auspicious energy this month coming up. So that would be, we have the number combination, the energy combination of a 6 and an 8 in the Southeast sector. So this combination has very, very nice energy this month, and it can bring wealth, fame, prosperity, intelligence. It's one of the most luckiest sectors, as I said. And the number 8 is the Earth star. It generates the number 6 metal star, and these numbers combined create very auspicious energy flow. So be prepared to expect, you'll have unexpected wealth if you spend a lot of time in the Southeast. If you have a bedroom in the Southeast, it's great to sleep in that sector. The more time you can spend in the Southeast sector of your home or business, the more prosperity you will bring in. That's also a place where you can put all of your wealth cures, and you can create a wealth altar in that space. And also you can use colors and shapes. The element for that area is wood. And also the colors green, purple, black, blue, and red. And if you want to utilize those colors to accentuate the space, also water, a fountain is good for that area because water feeds wood. So wood is the element for that area, and that will be very auspicious as well. Okay, now let's just move all around the Bhagavad. I'm going to move to the south next. The south sector is the number combination of 2 and 4. Not a great number combination. So this sector should again be avoided this month, as I said last month. The number 4 wood star controls the number 2 earth star, and it creates possible disharmony in relationships and reputation. It is the fame, reputation, enlightenment sector. So also watch out if you need to spend a lot of time in a south area of your home. Watch out for your digestive system in this space and any fire element related illnesses, like heart is your fire element, blood, that kind of thing. And if you can kind of stay away from that sector for this next 30 days and not spend a lot of time there, then that's the better thing to do. Okay? So go careful and slow in the south sector of your home this year, or this next 30 days, not this year, this next 30 days. Okay, now next we're going to move to the southwest. Now that is typically the relationship area, marriage area, sector. Now, this does have pretty good energy there, not as good as the southeast, but I would say generally it is good. It has the energy influence of the 4 and the 6 star, and the 6 metal star controls the 4 wood star, and in the period 8, the timing isn't exactly right for that star. So this combination can bring illnesses, it can bring animal bites and negative impact to the oldest daughter of the home. So again, you don't want to sleep in that area if you can help it in the southwest. However, on the flip side, if you accentuate that area with positive energy, if you need to spend maybe an office, you're working in that area, you have a desk in that area, then you're not sleeping in that area, then it would create better positive influences just for a short period of time, okay? Again, just take, it can go either way for that particular sector, so it's not the most beneficial area to spend a lot of time in. However, if you need to, you can spend short durations of time in the southwest. The cure to put in that area is metal element you can put in that area, and that will offset and balance out the energy, and then of course avoid any construction or remodeling in the southwest. A metal cure would be like a 6 metal rod wind chime in that area that is moving around, or you can put a metal clock that continually moves, or what I have suggested is a metal wreath is good for that area, depending on what is that particular room is and what you're utilizing it for, okay? Now, in the west sector, we have the yearly influences of the 9 and the 2 star. This month, the number 9 fire star generates the number 2 earth star. So this combination indicates good luck for money, good health, and relationships. So to spend time in the west is good. However, with the number 2 earth star, which is the star of illness, it may bring illness, sickness, and imbalance of male and female power. So again, we would suggest to do some metal cures in that area to reduce the 2 star, which offsets that energy, okay? So again, you want to put some metal in that area. You can also, for metal element, you can also utilize the color white and round objects, so round mirrors and that kind of thing in that space. Okay, so next we're going to move to the northwest. That is the most auspicious sector for this coming 30 days. And so in the northwest sector, that is the yearly influences of 8 and 1. And this number combination, the 8 earth star and the monthly 1 water star combination, can bring money and abundance, and in both business and home life, with all good things, utilizing this space as much as possible if it's in your home. The northwest is the area that you would like to spend the most time in within the next 30 days. You can also add your money enhancers there, like your like for instance, water fountains to bring the flow of money into the home. You can add other like pictures and altars of whatever you want to bring in as far as wealth and abundance in your life. It's not always about money. It can be about just about anything that you want to bring into your life. Okay, so the northwest is really a great abundant area. I happen to have it in my kitchen, so I would do a lot more cooking this month in that area and spend as much time in my kitchen as possible. I'm remodeling my kitchen, I'm painting it and making it a different color. So anything that you can do in that space. That is also the helpful people travel area. So it does bring people in to help you in life. So if you know of people that you want to bring in, that's a good place to place cures in that place to allow the new helpful people travel to occur. pictures of travel. You know, right now people aren't traveling a lot. However, if there's some place that you want to plan to go to next year when things start to open up, that's always a good place to put pictures, and maybe your vision board is a great place for that area as well. So all the vision, you know, on a vision board, we always put exactly what we want to bring into our life, and there it would accentuate it. So you'll be looking at it all the time, and therefore you start to bring those things into your world. Okay, and moving right along, we move into the North Sector. That's the North Sector is the career life path area, and that has the influences of the 3 and the 5 stars. So the 5 star is not so great. It's the star of misfortune, and the 3 star isn't so great either. And the 3 wood star controls the 5 star. So it isn't a great combination, and it does enhance fighting, lawsuits, injuries. So watch out for relationship issues, money loss, and wood-type diseases such as liver and gallbladder. And make sure that you're, you know, eating properly and keeping a good digestive system in place so you don't bring in any illnesses for those particular areas. Add metal again to that area, or a salt water cure. And if you want to know what the salt water cure is, definitely email me and I will send you the salt water cure. But again, you can put metal in that area to offset those energies. Okay. Now, and also, again, the color white. So what I'm going to do in my house is paint that particular area white this month. I was going to do it anyways. So, or like a taupe. So it would help to offset that. It happens to be the front door for me. So metal element is really important, or a salt water cure there, because of course that's where all the chi enters and enters the space. So if you have a north facing front door, even more important to do some cures there, okay? And then we're going to move over to the Northeast Sector. It has the yearly influence of 1 monthly star and the 3 star. Now this month, the Northeast is a great place to set up a desk or an office, or use it as a bedroom. It happens to be the room I'm in right now. It happens to be my office. So it's very auspicious this month as well as last month. And the number 1 water star generates the number 3 wood star. So water feeds wood. So a water fountain in this space would be very beneficial this month. And it's great for promotion and talent, intelligence, popularity, sales. Anything that you want to create is really great area, the Northeast. It is the area for self-knowledge, wisdom, education. So again, if you are utilizing the space of the Northeast for students, it's really beneficial. They will have the energy from the cosmos that supports their efforts. So set up an office in the the Northeast, and spend as much time in the Northeast as possible. If you decide to use it as if it's a bedroom, even beneficial for that as well. Next, we have the East Sector that has the yearly influence of the 5 star and also the 7 star. Those 2 stars together are not great. You know, the 5 star is the star of misfortune, and the 7 star is the star of robbery. And the East Sector, if you've been listening to my videos, it's try to avoid the East Sector all year with the 5 star yearly influence there. We just happen to have the 7 coming in this month. So again, avoid this area. The 5 Earth star combined with the 7 metal star is not auspicious at all. And I would say make sure you put your metal cures in place or a salt water cure in place, and avoid it as much as possible. If you have the East as a bathroom, I happen to have my bathrooms in the East, even better, because the energy will flow down the drain. And this is the one case that you would leave your drains open so that the energetic energy will flow out and not stay within the space. And last but not least, we have the center, which we call that the Tai Chi. And that yearly influence has the 7 monthly, the 7 and the 9 star. The 7 is the yearly influence. The 9 is the monthly. The 9 fire star controls the 7 metal star. Just watch out for fire-related problems there as well. So heart and blood-related issues, as I said, in the south. This combination is auspicious. So use the sector as much as possible in the center this time. And it is good for health and overall well-being. So ancient Chinese belief is when all of the other areas are in balance, so is the health in the center of the home. So spend as much time in the center of the home as possible. And if you have a front door there, even better this month. So this concludes all the monthly energy changes and shifts. Very, very briefly. You know, we can go into deeper detail if you wanted to get a consultation with me. And I am available. Just email me below or sign up for my email list. You can also opt into my Spiritual Sanctuary Facebook group. It's a private group, and I will be teaching on there this week and doing some live videos about the upcoming influences and possible some card readings. So before we sign off, like we always do, let's do an angel card. The deck has been cooking for a couple of weeks now. You know, I didn't do a video last week because it was the full moon and Aries, and it was quite powerful in my life. So I just did the newsletter, and I put all of the flying star changes in the newsletter for everyone, and decided not to do a video like I normally do. And now things are kind of mellowing out a little bit more, even though we still have some intensity of the planets. So look for more videos coming my way. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, then you know, you'll be able to receive notification every time I do have a new video coming out. That would help you in setting up your space, or would give you some great life coaching and spiritual coaching as well, okay? So let's see, today we have Vanessa, and Vanessa is the angel. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, and which way takes me away from it? So that's a really great question to ask yourself. You know, if you ever have a decision in life to make, just ask yourself, what takes me closer to my goals, to my life purpose? And then if it doesn't, then you know that you should probably say no to that, okay? So that's kind of how you can determine which way brings me closer to my divine purpose. And just go with that gut instinct of what that tells you, okay? Let's see what else we have. We have a guardian angel that's giving you the advice of pause. And I think that's excellent advice for Mercury retrograde next week. You do want to pause. Don't make any quick changes during a Mercury retrograde. Plus, we have all these other planets in retrograde. I would say don't really make any quick necessary changes until mid-November, when things really start moving forward. Because if you do, you may just have to redo all your plans. You know how Mercury retrograde just, there seems to be a lot of setbacks, delays, communication issues, transportation issues. So you may just end up frustrating yourself. So pausing is really great advice from the guardian angel here. And one more. We have the Angel of Fiona, and that says, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. And don't forget to ask the angels to help you when you need help. If we don't ask, they don't know what to bring us. So whenever you're in a situation where you just don't know what to do, then just sit and pray and give it to the angels, give it to God, and just release it to the universe for the answers to come. Sometimes we don't always know what's in our best interest and what we should be doing. And there is an overall divine plan. We are always in the right place at the right time for our highest good. And sometimes we just need to ask the angels to come in and intervene and give us that guidance on how to move forward in things. So don't be afraid to ask the angels. So that's all I have for you today, my friends. I'm so glad you were able to join me on Feng Shui Friday. And I will see you next week as we are moving into a week of Libra season. The Libra season and the balance next week. We also have the new moon on the 16th. Look for my meditation and anything else that I bring to you. So don't forget, before we hang up here, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay? And if you would like a consultation, you can email me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com. Thank you very much for spending time with me tonight. It is always an honor and a pleasure to serve you. And I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Namaste, my friends.